Wake up, kids, it's Joe and Nick for your weekend vacation. Grab your stool, squat on down for crappy animation. Let the gang's done commentary prop open your eyelids and watch some TV shows that have aged even worse than they did. So fill your bowls, use your spoons, it's Shaturday morning cartoons.
Happy
Saturday, everybody. Welcomerinos to Saturday Morning Cartoons, where we watch the shaddiest cartoons from the golden age of all Saturdays. Joining me this morning, we got Nick, there's George, there's Caitlin, and today we're watching Turbo Teen. Is anybody familiar here with Turbo Teen? Because I'm not at all.
Nope.
I watched it when it was on.
Did you?
I loved it.
Who are you? Who are you, George?
I was a young person in the 80s, so
I was too.
I wonder what was on opposite it, because this is the story of a kid who turns into a car, and that, like, what else is there? What, you think anything could beat that? Looney Tunes for the 500th time? No.
Caitlin, you're not even close to knowing this one, right?
I know literally nothing about it. I haven't read about it. I've done no preparation. So.
Yeah, it's for the better, actually. Yeah, and I didn't. I just learned about it all today, and I gotta say, it's the most ridiculous one. I'm gonna go ahead and say I think this is the most ridiculous one we've seen so
Really?
far.
Awesome.
See, because this blended in. My sister and I would watch the USA Cartoon Express after school, and that had a bunch of the weird Hanna-Barbera stuff. And I remember two of them. One being called Wheelie and the Chopper Bunch, which was talking motorcycles. And then there was another, I believe, talking car one. I can't remember what that one, another one that was talking car. But Turbo Teen, I didn't remember. What, George?
Speed Buggy?
Speed Buggy. Buggy, yeah, which had like a Scooby-Doo gang.
Yeah.
Then Speed Buggy was a talking, like, Dune Buggy. And then Turbo Teen, though, I didn't know about.
There's just an endless well of bullshit cartoons. Thank God for us.
Yeah.
Would you guys guess that Frank Welker is in this or no?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Yes.
George?
I know that he was.
Oh, okay. It's always a safe bet. Yes, he is actually. So, all right. Let's. Anybody have any interesting cereals? I'm on this big Chris O'Donnell cereal kick right now, and I thought there was only one cereal with Chris O'Donnell. I'm wrong. There's also Crispix O'Donnell's, which, like, look at, there he is. This is this is from the NCIS Los Angeles. That he and I didn't cobble this together 2 minutes before we started recording this at all.
I like what you did. You did like a little Eyes Have It thing there, didn't you? With the eyes over the O and the A.
Yes, I did. Yeah, I did. I was very influenced.
The O and the A have it.
Yeah.
Is that a photo or a cartoon of Chris O'Donnell?
It's a photo. Yeah, I took it. That I took. So yeah. Yep.
I made a mistake. I found out that it's the 50th anniversary of Fruity Pebbles, and so they put out a 50th anniversary Fruity Pebbles cereal. It's kind of basically like tastes like birthday cake.
It looks like there's nothing in there.
Well, yeah, I spilled shortly before we were on, so there's not much.
Can we see your pants right now?
Well, Marty's licking them right now.
Can we see that?
No, it's too far off the screen.
Oh.
However, what it turns out that this comes in a commemorative. Look at the size. This is the size of like the new PlayStation. It is two gigantic bags of Fruity Pebbles birthday cake cereal.
Good Lord, that's too much.
This is gonna last, I don't know, until 2023.
Did you order that online?
Yeah, I ordered it online, so I didn't know that it was this big. I thought it was just a normal box.
So you can throw your own birthday party for Fruity Pebbles and invite everyone over, and you have enough for them, right?
Yeah, that's the idea. So
put some candles on the top and do that. Yeah. So a mailman had to actually like deliver that. He had to like pull that out of his truck and then like or she and had to walk up the stairs to your apartment and then dropped it off in front of you.
Most of my cereals are being delivered through mail these days, and so it takes a village. It really does.
And also, I wonder what the dumpster behind your place looks like. Like, I wonder, is it just like full of like cereals with like one bowl poured out? Like,
and a lot of rats because of that.
Oh, because of that. So you're contributing to that too. Cool. George, what about you?
Oh, I have the weirdest cereal yet. I was looking for something that tied into something like Turbo Teen, a changing kind of cereal, and this is what I found. I don't know. Apparently, you eat it, and then at some point, it becomes something else. I don't know.
You should actually make a cereal like that.
Literal.
They do. Aren't all cereals really?
No, but like named that, like actually called that. I would do the graphic design a little bit differently, but otherwise, I love the idea of it.
Put Chris O'Donnell on it. I mean, let's do it. Let's make our own brand. Just get the General Mills folks, the Post people have a bidding war.
Future poo, I like it. All right, so
you got anything fun, Caitlin?
I don't. I just have Cheerios because I'm trying to burn them off. Not that exciting, but I do have a new nightgown, which is Moose Mate of the Month. It says with Bullwinkle on it in a very suggestive position. I just love it, and I drank the self-care Kool-Aid this pandemic. I consider myself a moose mate. I think we're all moose mates
and you got your moose mate with you right there too, right?
I do,
Is that Rambo?
I do.
Rambo, yeah. All right. Now, normally we start off with a commercial, and I guess this is kind of like a commercial, but it's a theme for a TV show. They're not really selling anything. It's just like, but while I was putting together Turbo Teen, which is a teen that turns into a car, I was thinking, like, wasn't there a show called My Mother the Car? Like somewhere in like the deep recesses of my memory, I was like, I think there's a show called that. I looked it up, and there is. And I'm going to show you the theme song.
Jerry Van Dyke.
Yes, it is Jerry Van Dyke. We're going to watch My Mother the Car. This show existed 1965. Watch this. An actual show.
Everybody knows in the second life we all come back sooner or later. As anything from a pussy cat to a man-eating alligator.
Everybody knows
like
this.
we know all these things, right?
Yeah, we know.
These are all things that we all know.
This is just a priori knowledge that we all have, right?
This is all stuff that's in the Bible, and we've all read about this a million times. Listen to the sound right here.
Well, you all may think my story is more fiction than it's fact. But believe it or not, my mother did decided she'd come back as a car. She's a very own guiding star, a 1928 Ford. That's my mother, dear. She helps me through everything I do, and I'm so glad she's here. My mother the car. My mother the car.
Wow.
Yeah.
And it ran for 20 seasons, you're saying?
Probably back then. They put up with bullshit back then.
It's the Love-Matic Grandpa, It's like all those high concept sitcoms. Yeah.
I watched a little bit of that show, and it was just like, Nick, it's a show that, like, if we were touring in like Sioux Falls and we woke up in a Holiday Inn Express and My Mother the Car was on, we would totally watch like a marathon of that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
With nothing else going on.
All right. Should we jump into an equally ridiculous cartoon here?
Yes.
This is Turbo Teen, 1984, one season, 13 episodes, Ruby Spears. It came out around Knight Rider's popularity, but it also came out the same month and year that GoBots and Transformers came out. September 1984. George, you're nodding your head along like this was like a good month for you. This is like peak George, right? September 1984.
It really was. It's been all downhill since there. I just figured the future had anything could happen in the future.
It was sentient beings being vehicles. Like that was basically it, right? Knight Rider, like all these things. Yeah. Critics despised the show. One said this is perhaps the most absurd concept developed for television animation in the genre's history. And I agree. It's so ridiculous. It honestly, like, it felt to me like it was like two 6-year-olds playing in the sandbox with like toy cars, and they were making up the story as they went along.
Perfect.
Notable voices in this: Pamela Hayden from Simpsons. Yeah, she voices Patty, who is Brett Matthews' girlfriend. She's also a freelance reporter. What teenager is a freelance reporter? I don't know. Anyway, She also voiced Milhouse and Jimbo in The Simpsons. The premise of this Turbo Teen, it's about a teenager named Brett Matthews. He swerves off a road during a thunderstorm, crashes into a secret government laboratory, and is fused together with his car, and he's able to morph into the car when he's exposed to extreme heat, but then he turns back into a human when it's extreme cold. So those are the rules, and they explain everything in the opening theme. So I didn't even have to do that. But
is it an allegory for puberty? I'm guessing in some way or another. Can't wait to find out.
I don't think they're that smart. I don't think they're that
not.
smart. I think they were just they wanted to sell some toys. So
And
actually,
the bumper is like the new pubic hair is growing, and
Right.
they take it very literally. Yes.
Exactly, and the bumper gets longer and longer, and
Sometimes you have gear shifts where you had no gear shifts before.
Hey, by the way, before we start the cartoon, even though it wasn't successful, I hopped on eBay last week and I picked up a Turbo Teen coloring book.
What?
Turbo Teen and the Stolen Gems. This was 50 cents on eBay. Not a big collectible market out there.
George,
But,
George, you found something too, didn't you?
That's one of the two. That's one of the two items that I found. The other one is a model kit.
Wait a second, Nick. Let's see your coloring book here. Did you have something?
Yeah.
Right.
So this is like some things you can color in. Newsflash: a thief stole 3 valuable gems this morning. Police think he hid them at their dude ranch. So you can actually color that in. And this is my favorite page that you can color in. It's good job, Turbo Teen. Your country's proud of you. So you can color that in and hang it up somewhere.
Okay, I would probably go with gray for his suit. I think his gray would be a good color for his suit.
Gray or brown, yeah.
George, did you find your thing?
Yes, this is the Turbo Teen convertible model kit, which once we watch the show, you'll see that the character looks absolutely nothing like this.
And also, that doesn't look like it's helpful. Like, look at his arm. He doesn't have any, he can't bend it. He doesn't have any digits.
It's more of a tragedy than an adventure.
This poor guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
That's what my puberty was like.
That was George. All right. So, cast of characters. We got best friend Alex. We got girlfriend Patty. We got Rusty. They go on crime fighting adventures, solve mysteries. Bad guy is Dark Rider, and he drives. What kind of vehicle do you think Dark Rider drives? George? Huh?
I said Trans Am, but
okay.
A motorcycle maybe.
Okay,
Camaro?
George. What?
Camaro?
George, do you know the answer to this, right?
I remember from watching the show. I believe it's a truck, isn't it?
It's a monster truck. Yeah, it's a monster truck.
Oh.
Now, do you think Welker voices the bad guy or the dog in this?
I'm going to say both.
I'll say dog.
I know he does at least the truck, or at least the villain.
Yeah, Dark Rider. It is both. It's definitely both. But the dog is easy because the dog doesn't do anything like, "Oh, don't ask me." He doesn't do anything like that.
I don't turn into a car.
he just barks. So Welker had it easy with the dog. All right, two more things. Fun thing about this episode: it was taped off a TV with the commercials zapped out. So we'll have an extra special treat when the credits roll at the end. Where they're like, "Coming up next, you got the." That'll be up there. And then I chose this. This is the final episode of the entire series, episode number 13. It's called "The Mystery of Dark Rider." And I chose it because it features a lot of Welker. There's a lot of Welker in this one.
Can't wait.
Yep. All right. You ready?
Yep.
Let's get this party started. Turbo Teen.
Brett Matthews. It was a stormy night when a bolt of lightning forced me off the road. My car skidded into a government laboratory where a top-secret experiment was...
Doesn't it feel like Chuck Norris already? Like it's just out of the gate, just like so much exposition. All right.
Laboratory where a top-secret experiment was underway. I swerved into the path of Dr. Chaser's molecular transfer ray, causing me and my car to become one.
It's not an elegant way to transform.
No, it's like American Werewolf in London. But this did disturb me. I loved the show, but the ass turning into the trunk freaked me out every time I watched it. But I always watched it.
No, this is a real show. And 13 episodes. Yes, I know. I wondered the same thing, Caitlin. I was like, how is this real? Yeah. But look at it. Let's watch it like slow motion here. It hurts.
His groin elongates.
He seems very calm about it.
Yeah. Look at him. Look at his ass now. You're
talking about Brett Matthews?
Yeah, Brett Matthews' ass.
He's got junk in that trunk.
Oh, look at frame by frame. Oh. It's so good. And but they didn't even have a toy. They weren't even like, hey, we got this great toy. Can we pay you to put this on?
Transforming toy.
Yeah, this was just an idea.
The bad Animorph.
Yeah.
The incredible Turbo Teen.
We'll return after these messages.
See, all these things are in it. So this isn't like
to Turbo Teen.
This isn't like off the DVD. Like this is like all this shit is on there. It's so great.
Now return to Turbo Teen.
Oh, yes, ma'am. Our security is impeccable. Why, there isn't a man alive who could get into this vault.
Look out! Car with no driver! Look out! No driver!
That's Turbo Teen.
Oh, my gosh.
That's Turbo. She pointed at a car and said, "That's Turbo Teen." What world are we living in? The old lady said, "That's Turbo Teen," pointing at a car.
So he has like a following, like people know who he is.
I guess at this point.
Okay.
Yeah, at this point, I guess the townspeople would all know that
hero.
that he transforms into a car now. So he must have been exposed to some extreme heat recently.
Yeah. His reputation precedes him. He's just going to get money at the bank.
Just hits the ATM.
We have a drive-through.
That's Turbo Teen.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh.
I think it wants the money.
Why would he assume that? I guess he broke down the thing. But like, what does he do if they don't give him the money?
Runs over him?
I guess. Seems like they could get away. But
Honks.
Lays on the horn.
Call the police.
The robbery is complete.
Welker.
Now for the escape.
Dr. Claw.
Oh, he's total Dr. Claw. He's doing his Dr. Claw voice for sure.
We spotted the car. It's headed for Golden Star Studio.
Did you hear the voice?
Yeah.
Spotted the car. It's headed for Golden Star Studio.
They'll never stop it. I'll get you next time, Gadget.
In pursuit of a teenager in the form of a car, calling for backup.
It's a 381.
They won't expect this. What's it doing?
What's it doing?
Physics are right on that.
Red turbocharged convertible. It's Turbo Teen, all right.
I love his voice. It's Turbo Teen, all right.
Red turbocharged convertible. It's Turbo Teen, all right.
Looks like Eddie's working on his hot rod again. Hey,
Music by the
Eddie,
Turbo Teen
what?
Orchestra.
Come here. What? Rat?
She running okay, Eddie?
Studio audience. I always say studio audiences would help all this stuff a lot.
You're looking at the hottest hot rod on campus, Freddy boy.
That was Welker right there. That's what Welker. He nailed it.
Aren't you forgetting Turbo Teen? Turbo Teen's out of the picture.
What are you talking about, Flip?
I heard that. Your computerized hunk of tin is a wanted car.
I can't believe it. It says Turbo Teen broke into the First Security Bank and stole $80,000.
No way. Turbo's innocent.
Come on, Alex. We better call Dr. Chase.
Hey, Eddie, look at this. $1,000 reward for information leading to the capture of Turbo Teen.
Flip, we're gonna turn in that tub of tin.
What else does it say in the paper?
A horoscope.
So George, like, just let me just paint a picture here. So you were you watching this with your brother?
No, he would have been too old.
Okay, so you're all by yourself.
Yes.
And this
trying
is
to make myself turn into a car. Yeah. No, I was probably eating honeycomb.
Right. Okay. And watching this, and this is the last episode. And yeah, you're probably like, yeah,
it's gonna end in a cliffhanger. I don't know what. Praying for renewal for another season.
Yes, I saw the newspaper, Brett. No, nothing
I love this voice guy.
to worry about. A chemical analysis of your tires should prove you.
There's gold in those hills.
Nick, I feel like this is it. Nick, this is in your wheelhouse, isn't it?
Definitely is. If there's ever a Turbo Teen remake,
okay, you're gonna put your application in.
Spears, I'm available.
Right.
At the scene of the crime. Excuse me, I'm on the phone. Well, where was I? Meet me at the old airport at the edge of town. It'll be safer.
Thanks, Dr. Chase.
It stinks.
Doors are stuck. And it's getting hot in here.
Uh-oh.
Oh, shit. But the fingers turning into treads I thought was cool. I don't know.
Really? I like doing everything in slow motion on this. Yeah.
Like this would be a good animation cell, like the mid-transformation frame.
Yeah.
Whoa!
He should be screaming in pain right now.
Yeah, this happened to a buddy of mine once.
Oh, really? Based on a true story.
Uh-huh. Yeah, no, this is a documentary.
It's funny till it happens to you.
Right.
Sorry about that.
Sorry about
Dr. Chase at the airport.
Here, sit in my eyebrows. I mean, what's part of that?
The airfield's to the right, Turbo.
They turned toward the airport, Eddie.
Yeah, I'll bet that fugitive car's trying to blow town.
Read page 3 of the paper to me.
I don't see the doc anyway.
Maybe that's him.
No, that engine anywhere. It's Dark Rider.
Bigfoot was kind of a thing, right, at the time?
Yeah, and also like this. Remember doing this turn in your driver's test? The pivot on the. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Turbo!
Hang on, gang.
There's Turbo Teen!
Turbo Teen would probably be like a turbo septuagenarian now, don't you think? Like,
Oh, by now, yeah.
this was
probably.
84, so
Right.
yeah,
Yeah.
close.
Be able to.
AARP.
Be like an old. Yeah, it'd be like an old jalopy, like my mother, the car.
Mhm.
Yeah.
No machine's a match for Turbo Teen.
How about a jumbo jet?
Jumbo jet? Take it to the max, TT.
It's toddler jet.
Hurry, Turbo!
Right, Alex. And so is Dark Rider.
It would take wings to lose that dude.
You got it, Alex.
I do? Whoa! Man, that had to be a weapon.
You know, guys, I'll bet anything Dark Rider's behind the bank robbery.
What I want to know is, what happened to Dr. Chase? And how come Dark Rider knew we'd be at the airport?
Maybe Dr. Chase is Dark Rider.
It can't be. Can it, TT?
I don't know, Alex. We're going to the lab to ask some questions.
Would they call him TT? I like that.
Yeah, TT. That's a
That's
good
really
one.
cute.
Yeah.
Turbo, the cops are on tail.
We can't let them find us now.
They won't.
Why does he just do that all the time? Why does he just always fly?
Yeah, I don't know what the rules are for movement on Turbo Teen.
Yeah, I think it's anywhere he wants to go, he can go.
If we only had that model, we could plastic model. We can
Order
probably
it,
figure a lot
George.
of this out. All right.
Order it right now.
It's sold on Etsy.
Oh, did it? No.
It's not safe to drive anywhere, Turbo.
Better contact Agent Caldwell. Maybe he can call off the police until I can prove I'm innocent.
The phone was flying.
Mm-hmm.
That's not his phone.
What part of him is the phone? Yeah.
His pancreas.
Innocent.
Okay.
Hello? Agent Caldwell speaking. Yes, Turbotine, I heard. I'll call the chief of police right now and tell him you're innocent.
Thanks, Agent Caldwell.
And tell him you're innocent. It's like it's Leslie Nielsen. Like, it's just every line.
See, they decided to show him hanging up the phone too. They thought that was important to show.
Bye.
Hello, Chief. That car that robbed the city bank is a government experiment. Something has gone wrong with its computers.
Hey, well, what should be done?
Destroy the car at all costs.
Are you sure we're safe, Turbo?
Let's listen to the police calls and find out.
Oh, did you see that?
Attention all units. Be on the lookout for Turbotine. The car is
Turn it to
dangerous.
Rush Limbaugh.
Government orders are to capture and destroy.
I can't believe it.
No
Why
good
capture it?
Democrats. What, George?
You don't have to capture it to destroy it. I don't know.
Oh, right.
Don't tell me he's Dark Rider.
Whoever Dark Rider is, this time we're gonna get him.
And to start with, we gotta find the car that robbed the bank.
I have an idea where to find it.
A movie studio?
Well, sure. It's full of remote control stunt cars.
I'm
The
sorry.
Littles are
no,
inside, having a drinking problem.
no admittance.
What do? We don't have a guest pass, Turbo.
Simple. We don't go as guests. Now, all we do is sneak in with the other actors.
Everybody's dressed like a Renaissance festival. Like,
Yep.
it's like-
What movie is this?
yeah, exactly.
Oh,
maybe that was-
Romeo and Juliet. They drove past the sign.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I was gonna say Shakespeare in Love. Maybe that was probably about the same year, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Sure.
You here for Shakespeare in Love? All right, great. Go on in.
The dog turns into a moped.
I wish.
You must be the new Romeo.
Me? Well, yeah.
It's
By
about
Elizabeth
time you...
Baz Luhrmann's Romeo and Juliet.
This is a total. That is to say,
You must be the new Romeo.
Me? Well, yeah.
that is
It's
to
about
say.
time you got here.
Hey, where's Brett?
Oh no, look.
But you don't understand.
Just walk up the ladder and act romantic. Lights. Camera.
That was a cool lighting effect.
Yeah. I like the lighting guy too.
Grotesque man.
It's Bob from Twin Peaks.
That's the cell
Yeah.
that I would want. I want that cell right there.
Me too.
Action.
Oh, Romeo, my Romeo. She's not so
Oh.
hot.
Classic scene right here.
She's not so hot.
No, but Brett is.
Wait, why are they on a movie set now for Romeo and Juliet?
Because they're looking for other cars that could have been the ones that were used, but
Because movie sets have a lot of remote control cars, right?
well, yes, as we remember from the Littles. Yeah.
Okay, that's right. Oh, yeah, you're right. Was that Ruby Spears?
No,
Oh,
that was some French company, right?
Oh,
was
is
that
it?
Deke? No.
No.
I do feel like Romeo and Juliet is not the movie set to show up on looking for cars, but
No.
Yeah.
No. There's a few flaws in this episode.
These lights are boiling.
Oh, the lights. It's getting hot.
Oh.
It's just like the Franco Zeffirelli Romeo and Juliet, so there's nudity in it, and it's
All right.
pretty.
Yeah.
Look at his
I just love doing the. Is
He
that
gets
the
stung by
thumbnail
a
right
bee.
there? Is that the thumbnail? No,
I
I
think it's
don't
got to
know.
be the car.
No, it's the one where
Yeah.
when he's changing and it's the close up of his face and he sort of has a goatee for a second.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
might be the one.
Right.
God.
Okay. All right. We'll watch it regular time.
This isn't in the script.
Maybe I need acting lessons.
What? A car's climbing a ladder.
What an incredible special effect.
I think this is the greatest cartoon of all time. I really do. Like, does it get any better than this?
This is incredible. I'm really loving this.
I feel like if I like this, I feel like I'd love My Mother the Car. I think that would be. I might start watching that.
It's the shared universe,
right?
There is continuity.
Time for a reboot.
I wonder if his mom was My Mother the Car. Maybe he's Jerry Van Dyke. No, he's not.
He's the grandson
of Jerry Van Dyke.
Yes, so his great grandmother once removed is a car.
Okay, write that in your fan fiction.
His mother, the car, mated with another human. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Okay.
So he's 1/4 car.
Nick, you write that in your erotic fan fiction of.
Let's go, Romeo.
Titi, look! The stunt cars!
Is the right music for this?
Seems a little playful for a long
I don't see a car that looks like you, Turbo. All right! This one's been painted. We've got our evidence.
It's coming this way, Turbo.
It won't get me.
Who's controlling it? Dumb question.
All right, let's stop it there. How about?
Yeah, I like the act break on dumb question.
Dumb question.
I'm just a girl.
Oh boy,
nothing to do in this at all.
It's such a ridiculous show. I'm gonna read a couple of the plots for the other episodes that I decided not to go with. It was so hard to decide which one. But first, George, you curated some commercials.
Well, I'm not actually sure which set of commercials you selected from. One of the sets was toys that turn from one thing into another.
That's the one that I chose. Yeah, it was the title that you labeled the video, Toys That Turn Into Other Stuff.
Saturday morning cartoons will be right back.
The Transformers, more than meets the eye. Autobots wage their battle to destroy the evil forces of the Decepticons. Transformers.
This must have been the first commercial for Transformers, right?
Yeah, there are unsurprisingly there are dozens and dozens of Transformers toy commercials. I believe this was the first.
It meets the eye. The Transformers.
It worked on me.
Attack the Autobot Commander!
That
Call
freaked me
in
out.
an Decepticon leader!
Was that his voice?
Wait, what's that? Say
Was
it again?
that his, like when they show the close up of the kid's face? What's happening there?
It's the robot voice with the.
Oh, okay, got it.
Robots in disguise. Attack the Autobot Commander! Call in an Decepticon leader! Transformers. More than meets the.
See, he was a gun that turned into a robot, which is
Right.
always kind of.
This is why I picked it, because the stance of this toy was so ridiculous. It's the only robot that suffered from hip dysplasia, I believe.
Look at it.
Bow-legged.
What did he do? Like a semi, I get, because he's like riding down the highway, and then he turns into a robot, or like any of the vehicles. But like a gun just kind of sits there.
Well, I think the story was that Hasbro licensed 2 different lines of Japanese toys that turned into things, and one of them is like obviously vehicles, and the other one was like just other stuff. Yeah, that's why. Like I think Megatron was made out of a different type of like metal or something. I don't know. Some of them were made of different materials and things, but we thought we just bought them. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't ask questions.
More than meets the eye. Transformers from Hasbro.
Pretty awesome.
I want all new Guardians to rust!
Prepare to battle the Renegade!
And so a new renegade army led by Hornet and Gunner comes face to face with Fred, Mr. Moto and a new force of guardians. Now the fun begins. Will evil rule the day? Will justice triumph? You fat up! GoBots, each sold separately, new from Tonka.
I didn't have a loyalty to either. I collected GoBots, I collected Transformers. They were all cool to me.
It's insane to me that there were two competing transforming robot toys
At
and
the
cartoons.
they were
at the
released the
same time.
exact same month, the exact same year.
It's insane.
They must have had a spy or something. There must have been a spy.
Perhaps the least interesting object that transforms into a robot.
A rock.
Yeah, it's just a rock that sits there.
Did you have these, Nick? Did you say?
I did have one, yeah.
Oh.
You control their appearance, but no force in the universe can contain the power and the fury of Rock Lord.
Shaking, quaking, crashing, breaking, Rock Lord, powerful living rock.
Each sold separately from Tonka.
A Rock Lord.
That's
Rock Lord blood. Yeah.
Mask, where illusion is the ultimate weapon.
Convert switchblade to...
Loved Mask. Loved
They
Mask.
were the little figures. It was mostly about the vehicles, right?
Well, I think what I liked is that they didn't. I don't think they sold well, and they were always discounted at stores, so you could always get them for like 50% off. So I had a shitload of them because they're cheap.
Surprise, Matt Tracker. It's mayhem. Battle station. Protect the decoder, Bruce. I'm going up.
I had that.
Stacks ready to fire.
Mask, Switchblade, Thunderhawk, and Rhino.
Fire!
Each sold separately with action figure.
Cover me, Matt. 10-4. Sato's getting away. But you're not, Mayhem.
Mask, Switchblade, Thunderhawk, and Rhino. Each sold separately. New from Kenneth.
From Haley's Comet Cone, the Parasite.
They hide in cars and trucks.
We'll hide here. Nemesyte, the Hunter. You can't hide from him.
I feel like we're being watched.
Terrasite, the parasite spy, watches your every move.
Well, I'm not afraid.
Destructite unfolds to unleash destruction.
Hey, guys.
Parasites from Matchbox. Can you collect them before they collect you?
Was that supposed to be like Critters or something? Isn't that the basis of Critters?
Are they supposed to be like insects or something?
Yeah, I guess.
And they would like work their way into like your bowels or something.
Yeah.
Like okay, all right.
You collect them before
they'll work their way into your bowels.
They collect you.
Evil viruses are attacking the world's computer.
I feel like they're like going from like a quality, the way that you curated this, George, is like Transformers, GoBots, Mask, and then
exactly. Yeah.
Okay, all right.
And the computer warriors have been generated to stop them. A soccer trophy changes into an evil techno tank, forcing the computer warriors down. Hiding in a Pepsi can, the computer warriors fight back and deliver a direct hit. But the viruses keep coming, so the computer warriors...
Oh, they use the Darth Vader sound effect right there. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Listen to that.
Deliver a direct hit. But the viruses keep coming, so the computer warriors convert a clock into a digital laser blaster and wipe out the virus air attack.
Yeah!
Computer warriors, expect the unexpected. Each sold separately. Computer and pencil sharpener available fall 1990. Only from Mattel.
Now back to Saturday morning cartoons.
Were there any, so like, toys were very like gendered back then, they're at least in their marketing. Those were all marketed towards boys, it seemed like. But were there any like female marketed toys that transformed, or was that just something that they thought little boys would be into?
Well, there weren't even female transforming characters. Like there was one in Transformers the movie, but that there was no figure made for it.
I guess like Polly Pocket, wasn't that like a compact or something? And you open
Polly
it up
Pocket like sort of turned into expanded to be a bigger world or whatever. And then I'm trying to think, like, I know I had a She-Ra character whose face turned.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then the only other like transformer type things I remember having were like McDonald's toys. Like it was like a hamburger that transformed into a transformer.
Yes, there was a thing of fries that did. I just remembered that now. Yeah. Wow.
What's the appeal of having like a transforming toy? Is it that you get 2 toys in one? Is that the appeal? That would be my guess. Is
all
that today
an allegory for puberty. That's just what it is.
You nailed it. That's it. That's 100% it.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly it.
It's cool.
Yeah. Changing.
I think, and as a young person, I think the idea that there's something more than meets the eye is very appealing. Like, hey, you think I'm just some dumb kid, but I've got this secret,
Yes.
Yeah. A desire for Energon.
Right.
That was my secret.
When in reality, you are just a dumb kid. I mean,
exactly.
Let's be honest here. But Caitlin, you blew my mind with that one. This is all about puberty right here. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you guys ready? Oh wait. Let me just real quick. Let me just two of the episodes. This is how ridiculous this show is. George, maybe you remember this one. Here's one of the plots. I didn't write down what the title was, but Dark Rider captures Monique's father, Dr. Fabro. That's not important. And his formula that can cause dogs to regress to their primitive state in his latest plan to capture Brett Matthews. So this doctor has a formula that can cause dogs to regress to their primitive state.
So they become like feral wolves or something?
Yeah. It has something to do. I think it's called like the Wolves of Doom or something like that.
Cool.
Mm-hmm. Here's another one. The gang enters a cross-country race as cover while escorting a girl named Paula to court so that she can testify against a jewel thief called the Dragon. Did you get that?
There's always a jewel thief in one of these.
I know, but they have to enter a cross-country race. It's just so convoluted. This episode's so convoluted.
This is the first show of all the shows I've done with you guys where I want to watch all of these.
13. I mean, we could do it.
Yeah. Usually you just like kind of want to leave early. But this one, I'm fascinated by this show. All right, here we go. Second half of Turbo Teen.
We'll return after these messages.
Where's OG Reedmore? He's got to be nearby.
Continue with Turbo Teen.
Just a plane.
What's that?
Well, he's just an airplane at that point.
Yeah, I know, exactly. Yeah. And just stay an airplane.
For me!
Quick, Turbo! Our evidence is blowing the scene.
Okay, let's get that counterfeit crate.
They just kind of leave the cameras out and the lights out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He'll never catch it.
Hang tight, guys.
There's a camera right there just sitting out.
Destroy the evidence.
I'm late for the Beastie Boys video.
Coachies, is that you?
It's heading straight for that wall.
I've got one chance to stop it.
I'm not gonna ask what it is.
Heads up. Got it.
I mean, do you see how before I said it's like 2 6-year-olds in the sandbox, just like, and then it lands on the car, and then he drives the car. It's just like,
What is it,
Walker.
This paint is cold.
This paint is cold.
Why did we need to know the temperature? Oh, because
it's going to change.
Exactly. That's
Got
exposition right there.
Okay.
This paint is cold.
All right, let's just do it.
That's a good one. That's it.
Oh my god.
Is it? Oh, look at the foreground. Look at the foreground too. Like, is this our thumbnail
that's
here?
Up there. That's
okay.
Up there.
All right. Oh, I love the hands. It's something very satisfying about that.
Because they bend back.
Yeah.
He's like double jointed.
Yeah.
We should have a 1/10 speed Turbo Teen Film Festival.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. It's an all-day thing, and we watch one episode.
Yep. Just every frame gets its own commentary.
Definitely not your color, Brett. Funny Alex.
The stunt car. Looks like our evidence is scrap.
That fire is hot.
Yeah, why isn't he turning into the...
Jump in the fire, Brett.
The police again.
We'll head to Dr. Chase's lab. It's our best lead.
Why would the police do that?
Yeah.
Why would the police do that?
How many chances do you get to do that?
Boss Hog?
We'll head to Dr. Chase's lab. It's our best lead.
Government laboratory.
They always want to advertise that.
That's the door to Chase's lab. It's locked.
Sorry I scared you, young lady. What's the trouble?
MCA, where's Spike Jones? Shouldn't he be directing this?
This looks like a sabotage.
You young lady, what's the trouble?
We've got to see Dr. Chase. It's an emergency.
I could let you wait in his lab.
Thanks.
Thanks, strange janitor.
Thanks,
Let's
MCA.
check Dr. Chase's desk.
There's gotta be a reason why Dark Rider wants to do in Turbo. It's clear as mud to me. This thing's got me.
So his gesture caused it
Yeah.
to do that. Okay.
Just
pretty,
they put that
pretty
in the
reckless gesturing.
Right. Yeah.
Alex, what are you doing?
I'm, looking for clues.
Brett, these are the
That is
employees' lockers.
Aha!
It's such a long walk to. Okay, I'm not going to complain about this. All right.
A long drive.
That's a long drive to get to him knocking that over to reveal that. Okay.
I think it was supposed to be funny.
We hit the jackpot.
See what's inside, Alex.
The blueprints.
It's plans for a car.
It's the same model as Turbo Teen.
Her
see what
character
the-
is exposition and saying what's happening. That's all she does. Says what's happening and says anything we need to know.
Typical freelance reporter.
Yep.
Teenage freelance reporter.
It's Turbo Teen.
Yeah, see what the other one is.
It's the blueprint for Dark Rider. Quiet, Rusty.
Then the
I don't think Welker did that. Did Welker do that? He didn't do that sound.
Quiet, Rusty.
then the address on the folder must be Dark Rider's.
What's that?
Let's not wait around to find out.
Come on, Brett. Work up a sweat. We need Turbo Team.
Right, Alex. I'm getting hotter.
Brett, get up!
I mean, this should be like midnight movies. Shouldn't it? This should be like a midnight movie. It's
Yeah.
like so ridiculous. Yeah.
Just carry a space heater with you and some ice water, you know?
You'd think they would have figured it out by now. Here we go. Here we go. Let's do it. There it is.
Try to make your own face do this while we're watching.
Like my arm.
Oh, George, you're pretty good. Yeah. Look at that. There's our thumbnail. Is that our thumbnail?
That's
our
nice.
thumbnail.
I like that.
Yeah. There it is. Yeah. Okay. Now he's a car.
Now to send this clunker back to the moon. I don't think this was an accident.
We got Dark Rider's address. Let's get him before he gets us.
Not so fast,
Exposition.
Daddy. This could be a trap. I've got a plan, but we're gonna need some backup.
Those three things, those three sentences uttered in a row, like that's like Saturday morning cartoons. All three of those lines.
Not so fast, Patty.
Not so fast.
This could be a trap.
This could be a trap.
I've got a plan. But
I've got a
I
plan.
need some backup.
But we'll need some backup.
A Mad Libs wrote the script.
Yeah. That would all be on a bingo card for the show.
6336.
That dog's driving the car. It's the best. It's the best.
Look, Rusty. 6336. It's Doc Ryder's place. I hope Eddie and the others show up on time. Okay, boy. I'll tell you when to give the signal. This is it! Ready, Rusty? Now! Let's get him! We did it! My turn, Rusty.
They give you a lot of car action in the cartoon.
They definitely do. And I think the song is Footloose that's playing.
It does sound like Footloose.
Yeah.
We got him!
Oh, it is.
There's Adam Yawk. They didn't even change it. They didn't change the song.
They must have
right?
licensed it and did their own version of it.
It's up to TT now. Have you forgotten who you're dealing with?
He's getting free! Hold tight, Rusty.
Tires loose. Tires loose. Big up, you signed it. Mud flaps.
This is our final showdown, Dark Rider. Now to send him flying, Rusty.
George, did this show make puberty easier for you when you were watching it? Like, did you go through puberty? Was it easier for you after having seen this show?
Did you expect to turn into a car? Well,
I expected it to take that long. I expected it to be like over the course of maybe 5 to 10 seconds. It might be gross, and I could watch it in slow motion, but that would be it.
Right.
Instead, it was 7 horrifying years.
Yeah. Okay.
I still go through puberty every time it gets hot, and then regress back into a non-pubescent when it's cold. So.
Rusty, that really hurt.
Look out, TT. He's coming again. Step on it, TT.
Why would the paint be cold? I'm just going back to that. I mean, it was the paint refrigerated. It should have just been room temperature paint, which wouldn't transform it at all.
He was next to a fire, and nothing gets much more hotter than fire.
Yeah.
And he didn't turn into the car when he was next to that fire.
I think you should call this episode "Nothing Gets Much More Hotter Than Fire."
I have a question. Does he drive himself, or is someone have to be in the car? Like, what was the dog doing?
That's a great question.
I think he was signaling with the horn when they should come out.
But why can't he just honk the horn himself?
Yeah, that's a great question.
Yeah, he can make calls himself. What is?
They just needed something for Rusty to do, I think.
I would assume that his eyes go through the headlights, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Just like in most cars. And Welker was just after the double paycheck. So
Right.
put a dog in it. The dog will be in the car.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like they could have gone with the sound effects CD for the dog, for Rusty. They didn't need Welker for that.
Yeah, you got him there.
They didn't have CDs back then.
That's true. Why did you do that a long time ago? It's 6-year-olds. It's 6-year-olds.
Yeah.
6-year-olds in the sandbox.
Then it gets on the crane, turns around, jumps off the crane.
And then?
Hey, his fender's bruised easily.
Why would he go back over?
I'm not gonna take this.
I guess they played chicken in a scene in the movie Footloose, right? But
I've never watched it all the way through.
I haven't either. I've never even seen it
before. There's a car thing where they're playing chicken, driving towards each other. But otherwise, I don't know
Was this Knight Rider? Wasn't there like a truck run by evil Michael Knight that they would like face off? Is that what this is?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's something we should know. But yeah.
Hit the brakes, TT! I'm stuck! Look!
What do you want with Turbo Teen?
The car is mine! You stole my plans!
No one stole your plans. Turbo Teen just looks like your car.
You lie!
I can't hear you from here!
Those glass oil jars. Put one in my back seat, Alex.
Whatever you say, TT.
What?
Look at this.
He's still coming, Turbo.
He's flinging the bottles from the seat.
What were they? Glass oil jars?
Yeah, something like that.
Specific.
Yeah.
What's he say?
Whatever.
All right, let's see what he says.
Those glass oil jars.
Glass
Put one in
oil
my
jars.
back seat, Alex.
Whatever you say, TT.
Why is Alex afraid?
He's still coming, Turbo.
Keep firing, Alex.
This should do it.
3 more wheels, 3 more glass oil jars.
We're gonna get clean.
Turbo thrust, don't fail me now.
Why did he do that in the first place?
Is Dark Rider also a human?
I don't know.
Can
I
he
don't think we know yet.
Okay.
No, I think Dark Rider is human. I think so.
Okay. We've only seen him as a
So
truck.
much for that. Hunk of tin.
No, but you always see his hand like manipulating the remote control.
But we don't know who it is yet, right?
No. I think it's MCA from the Intergalactic video.
Okay.
Yeah.
Look, Turbo. Dark Rider is the janitor.
Let's skate. That guy's the real bank robber.
Come on! We get him first, we get the reward!
Great, Eddie. Now he's getting away. We almost had him, Turbo.
Well, at least we know he's the janitor.
Afraid not, TT. That dude's sneakier than we thought.
This is only a 20-minute cartoon, but it feels way longer, doesn't it?
I thought we were in minute 35 already.
Honestly.
Now the makeup kit makes sense. Dark Rider is a master of disguise.
Saying what's happening.
That's her personality, is saying what's happening.
Captain Obvious.
I finally understand why Dark Rider wanted to destroy me. The blueprints of his car looked so much like me, he thought you stole his plans, Dr. Chase.
Yes, I think you're right.
Oh, hang on, there's a draft.
Let me
just transform quick here. Sorry, guys, there's a draft.
Just go ahead, keep talking.
Sorry, what were you saying, Dr. Chase?
What I don't get is, how come you told the police to destroy Turbo, Agent Caldwell?
I didn't. Dark Rider is a master of voice as well as disguise.
He sure fooled us. We suspected just about everybody.
I guess we'll never know who he really is.
There's the car that robbed the bank!
How are we going to prove Turbo's innocent without Dark Rider?
There's no kid in the world that could follow this convoluted story.
You just want the car chases.
Yeah,
George.
George.
Good point. Good point, Caitlin. We know one.
Rusty's found the evidence to clear Turbo Teen.
Yeah, we see that.
Rusty's cleared found the evidence to clear Turbo Teen. Okay. They could just call him Brett, can't they? Okay.
Now, boy, Rusty, you're the best friend a car could have.
Hey, what about us?
All 3 of you are the greatest.
Oh, that's my scrotum.
Him rubbing the side of the car.
Yeah.
Ow. Okay.
So but they never caught the bad guy, and the bad guy went off for free because like that was the end of the show,
series.
and
yeah,
so like
Dark
he got
Rider
away.
just continued, I guess.
So there's no justice in the world. Is that what we're learning? Wow. Is that what they're teaching us here?
Yeah.
Well, I'm hoping like Twin Peaks, it'll come back. They'll bring all the original.
With all these like Netflix and Hulu's, they're all doing these reboots. So yeah, Turbo Teen's definitely coming back.
We'll return after these messages.
And I also like that they do this. They're just coming back to credits. That's all they're coming back to. Yeah.
Thursday at 8, 7 Central. A loving mom and her 3 kids head for the North Pole to help Santa out of a terrible jam. Jacqueline Smith and Art Carney star in The Night They Saved Christmas, the ABC Thursday night movie. And now stay tuned for Dragon's Lair, following Schoolhouse Rock next.
Ooh, I would have watched all those.
Yeah.
We love
Ruby Spears. You've done it again.
Yep.
Wait. There's something that flashed up at the end of that.
One final frame.
Did you see that? Seattle. Must have been taped off TV in Seattle. Oh, America's Top 10. Yeah.
Oh.
We found Kasem.
Yes.
It's a show about a car who's a boy, and it's number 3 this week.
Oh, you got a good Casey Kasem. I didn't know you.
Don't make me go from a cartoon about a teen that transforms into a car into a dead dog.
Of course, I understand it's a metaphor for adolescence.
All right, it's time to play a game. It's the lowest effort game that's sweeping the nation.
Love it.
It's a game called Who Does Rusty Look Like? Now, first of all, have you guys ever played this game before? Who does Rusty look like? You have played it before? Okay, so for those of you who haven't played it, I'm going to show you a picture of Rusty, and then I'm going to ask you, who does Rusty look like? And then you have to tell me who Rusty looks like. All right, make sense?
No, explain it one more time.
Okay. Well, let's just play it, and then we'll just play it, and then okay. So here's Rusty.
Mm-hmm.
Who does Rusty look like?
Tom Petty.
Okay.
Willie Nelson.
Willie Nelson.
Oliver from the Brady Bunch.
No, you're all wrong. Looks exactly like Michael McDonald.
Oh, you're right.
Like zero difference. And that's how you play.
Turbo Teen believes.
You don't know me, but I'm a dog.
100%, doesn't he? Like no difference at all. Yeah. All right. So that's how you play. Who does Rusty look like?
That was fun.
I have the home game.
Nobody wins in the game of who does Rusty look like.
No, nobody does. Hey, George, you said you had a very special treat for us, didn't you?
Yeah, I went looking and I found the voice actor for Brett Matthews.
Okay, 2 completely different people.
Yes,
yeah.
Brett Matthews, Turbo Teen, and he sent me a video from Thailand where
what?
He is.
No way.
I don't think I had the slightest idea just how lucky I was for a guy with little or no acting training to waltz in this really coveted industry. I had an agent at the time who called me and said, "Can you do cartoon voices, Michael?" And I said, "Sure, no problem." He says, "Well, I've got an audition for you tomorrow at Hanna-Barbera." So I rented The Wizard of Oz, and I just practiced every voice I possibly could until I had every one of them down. And then I did like a slight variation to each one. And at that audition, I got a Scooby-Doo. So here I am like a week later on Scooby-Doo. And a few months later, I tried out for this other thing where this boy is supposed to turn into a car whenever he got hot. Right? So I told my brother about it, and he said, "Well, you mean like the Transformers?" And I said, "No, not like the Transformers. This guy, he can eat something hot, or he can become hot by taking a hot shower, or most anything, and his teeth becomes the grill to a car, and he becomes a big red phallic car." And that was my life as a voiceover guy on Turbo Teen.
Wow.
Oh,
that's Michael Mish, the voice actor.
Wow. Good get, George. Did you just email him? Like, how'd you get him?
Well, I'd been sending him crazed letters since I was 7. demanding to know what the second season was going to entail, because the second season will be coming sometime, right?
I think that you should create this and you should pitch this, and we'll talk to our agent and we'll try to get this thing made with you at the helm.
Is it getting hot in here?
It'll be like Kathy Bates in Misery with him, just like make a second season. I wanted him to say at the end, like, and then I also told my brother it's a metaphor for puberty, and not many people know that or pick up on it.
Oh, do you think maybe the glass bottles of oil? Do you think that maybe that was like a?
Ooh.
Yes, of course.
Still?
Oh no, I was gonna say like night emissions.
Or day
emissions. Yeah.
I don't know.
Is that what they're called? They're called night emissions, right?
I think so. Yeah. Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
George, did we learn anything?
Yes.
About night emissions? Okay.
Let me rewrite this real fast.
Okay.
We are, each of us, constantly in flux. We are not defined entities, but instead we are in a state of becoming. We see what we are, but aspire for more, always hoping to metaphorically crash into a laboratory to fuse ourselves with our hopes. To that end, what is a more American aspiration of personal change than Turbo Teen, a wish fulfillment fantasy in which a human being actually becomes a car, enabling them to overindulge in natural resources, spew deadly greenhouse gases, and endanger pedestrians, bringing us ever closer to the dystopian hellscape depicted on Thundar the Barbarian. In the immortal words of Ukla the Mock, ah! So let us distort our faces and asses and become the sports car inside. And that's why I always say, the more you battle is twice the knowing.
Absolutely.
Hope everyone's distorting their asses at home.
Yeah. All right, everybody, distort your asses at home. That's all. That's it. Thanks for watching. Happy Shaturday, everybody.
Happy Shaturday.
Saturday.